Righty-ho then, party people. We were in silence, Cabs. So, we know Christian from an earlier round. We have not seen Nuno on screen yet. Believe been able to dodge Nadu this far, but no longer. So Christian taking a mulligan. Nuno just deciding. Okie dokie then, guys. Getting into this round, we have Nadu versus Living End. So, has anyone played this matchup before? Has anyone played Living End Nadu? Living End, not the most popular deck in the world, but picking up there a bit. Playing out a wall of roots. Just deciding whether to put the counter on immediately and play out the Haywire Might, I believe. Is going to put the counter on it and play out the Haywire Might immediately. So, we see an Architects of Will from Christian. The Rainforest sacrificed. Maybe a Svelland. We've seen Christian favour getting a Meticulous Archive quite early, getting Svellands in, almost paying for a cycle by itself by entering tapped but still putting a creature in the graveyard. We do see the Meticulous Archives, so you can see a Passeju, an Otawara, an Outriders Encore, an Urza Saga, and I believe a Summoner's Pact at the back for Nuno. So, threatening hand. Can certainly find a way to combo. Living End. It's premier spell acting as a removal spell, as well as returning normally rather a lot of creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield. So let's see what Christian can do. Misses the land drop and just passes the turn back. So, back to Nuno, playing the Urza Saga. Might see the Outriders Encore played out. Christian missing his land drop is not great. It is quite a lot of time lost. I'm sure Christian would much rather be cycling multiple times and casting Living End on 3. So Haywire Might getting in for 1. Getting that nibble in, just getting the point. It's free damage, why not, after all? What I'm hoping Christian has is a Waker of Waves, that sort of thing, where it might be Waker of Waves plus Subtlety, and that's why we didn't see Waker of Waves to try and pick up a land. So Sun Cleanser played out, just an extra body. Does effectively nothing in this matchup, but that's okay. It's still a 1-4 after all. Christian just passing the turn back again. Nuno untapping, so that is a Shuko off the top. So, Summoner's Pact, we assume this is going to find Nadu if it is to resolve. It is not. We are seeing a Force of Negation. What are we going to pitch? Pitching an Ardent, please. So, Christian with all the enablers and none of the cyclers by the looks. May see the Outriders get played out. Seiju as the land for turn. Getting in for 2. Going some Benny Beats with some 1-power creatures, seeing what we can do. So Shuko played out. Another Force of Negation, pitching the Waker of Waves. So that Shuko is dealt with for now. We know about the Outrider, obviously. So. Christian, nothing again. So Nuno ticking the Urza Saga up, just deciding what to do with it. Are we making a construct, or are we just floating some mana? So these constructs, if a construct is made here, and then the artifact is fetched, the existing one will be a 4/4. So we are making a construct. Urza Saga pops. And we go and find normally a Shuko. Although some Nadu lists have been playing 1 Vexing Bauble. So we sometimes see a couple of Vexing Baubles in the sideboard, sometimes some main as well, just to deal with all of the pitch spells that normally are used to answer Nadu. Sun Cleanser getting suited and booted, getting in. So this is for 7. Players just figuring out how to do the Stream Decker and updating the life totals for us. Thank you to all the players for doing that. So these two players are 3-0. Christian has seen enough. No land off the top again. Bit of a rough one, even with a cycle in there as well. Could not use the Waker of Waves to dig a little bit deeper. Had to keep that back for the Force of Negation that ended up being relevant. So moving to sideboard, as I said, we often see Vexing Baubles come in from the Nadu side. We might also see some Graveyard Hate, maybe a Soul Guide Lantern or a Rest in Peace, that sort of thing. From the Living End side of things, I assume it is just more permission. You just want to disrupt them enough, land a Living End at the right time. Certainly am.
Have some interesting news on the floor.
Go on then.
Obviously this game is playing out. You're probably thinking, why are the 3-0s playing out? Like, why are they not double drawing? Why are we not seeing another game?
Did they ID?
They did not ID.
Ooh.
Some math wizards in the arena, which is not me, have basically confirmed that a 3 double draw, because of the level of draws so far on 2 and draw, is not like a guarantee. Right,
so I can see we do have one player at 2-0 and 1. So that may be throwing a wrench into things.
Yeah, so there's not a guarantee. So basically, everyone's playing across the board. I see Aaron, who we still go 3-0 last round, is paid down
into the 2-0-1 player.
Yeah. So and they're not drawing because then they can't go 2-3. So
yeah.
So technically, we should at this point have 4 3-0s who ultimately would have been double IDing, which would have meant then we were playing for the other 4 spots.
It's all been messed up by a draw earlier in the day. How very exciting!
And means
more magic
means that we have active magic the whole way through. So like
oh, even if we have IDs, I'll go curtail some store folk and get them on camera.
Yeah. So just interesting all the way. Still resolving the missing food for the judges, so I'm only back very shortly, and then going again. But that is all getting sorted. All the deck checks resolved. Only one infraction, but a minor one. So happy days.
Quiet day for Minnow then.
Yeah. Where are we at with this game?
So we have Nuno winning game 1. I should have updated it.
That's okay. That's all right.
Bad streamer. There we go. The little blob is there. Nuno won game 1. Christian got stuck on 2 lands.
Yeah. So this is Nadu into Living End, right? So we know this because we've seen it.
I will consult mtgdex.net as I have been doing all day.
Not awful for Living End, but also beatable for Nadu, right? I think is the sort of.
I haven't a clue. Well, I'm looking at the website.
Oh, we saw we saw Sodek MTG, right? If I'm right saying, like they did like a real good job. With
Sodek can win with Living End into anything though. Sodek could play Living End in Legacy and just do fine. Nadu was 52%.
Okay, so even there, Nuno, I thought might have been really spicy and been on Nadu Hammer Time today, but actually just went for stock Nadu as they should.
So I've just had a look. Nadu's worst matchup, the main, 52%.
Wow. Okay.
So Living End, technically, its worst matchup, but it is still 52% to win.
Wow. And people wonder why this deck's gonna get banned, right? What's the worst you've ever seen out? Like, is Hogak worse than this?
Hogak was at least more fun. The games were more interactive. The hate felt more effective. And if Hogak went off and did its thing, at least the games were over quickly.
Yeah. No,
whereas with Nadu, they sit there and combo off for 25 minutes and you feel compelled to let them play it out.
Yeah, and we have to basically say like Nuno was the reason we went to time last round. So we got the right person on camera at least to have full coverage. I'm just going to quickly dip out and get sort out our judges' food, Scott. So I'll leave you with chat. Nice to see you though for a minute, chat. I will be back in probably 10 minutes.
You've still got me, guys. Don't worry. Still being well looked after by my dulcet tones. So, we see a soporific Springs played. That's the flip side of Sink into Stupor. And a Grief evoked. So, we see Chord of Calling, Nadu, the Wandering, and 4 lands. Chord of Calling being taken. Just to slow down the development side, I assume. So, Misty Rainforest played out. Looks like Ottawara was the draw for Nuno there. So we'll see if Christian can get above 2 lands this game. It might be a slightly different proposition if it does. So I assume Nuno getting a Surveil land here. A lush portico. I know you would be, Cabs, don't worry. I've got you. I'll hold you gently. I'll whisper sweet nothings into your ear. And then start screaming about how unlucky I always get, and because it's never anything to do with my playability, right? So, Lush Portico, Surveil 1. Left on top. That is a Wall of Roots. So, Wall of Roots being played out. We'll wait and see what Christian does here. Maybe a subtlety on this, as we know the hand. So, nothing just yet, and no cycle. Christian stuck on 2 lands again. Hopefully that is a hand that's nice and full of permission, so we can delay matters. So, basic island found. That is Nadu mana. That's also One Ring mana, so we'll wait and see what Nuno decides to play out here. It could be the Nadu that walks into a subtlety. It could be the One Ring that walks into a Force of Negation. So, we're assuming Christian doesn't have both. We'll wait and see. So, 3 mana. That looks like Nadu. Four mana. Gone for the One Ring. Christian meeting that with a Force of Negation. Pitching a subtlety, so did have both. See if Christian can find a land. Another Grief is not bad. Pitching a Leyline of the Void. So Leyline of the Void seems a little strange. Nadu isn't a graveyard deck, right? It stops the infinite combo loops. And it also stops you living ending them and taking their combo out the graveyard for them. So Grief taking the Springheart Nantuko. Again, slowing matters down. That is a Chord of Calling. So we can chord for 3 here. Or we could just draw another Nadu. So Nadu being played out. The chord would be for 1. Passes the turn back. Hoping to fade one more turn. Was Christian able to find a land? That is a Breeding Pool. So no white mana. So we can Shardless Agent. That, however, does get back Nadu and Springheart Nantuko. So, taking it slow. Maybe just going to play the permission game. So this is a chord for 2.
And we have resolved. We have resolved everything.
Minnow has their food.
Mina has their food.
Splendid.
All the decks are checked. We will have a very, very, very spicy round 5 based on the fact that maybe no one can draw in.
That would be fun.
So it'll all depend on how this sort of plays out, because there's pairs up, there's pairs down, there's games which could potentially go to draws in this round because it's like control mirrors and things like that. Just interesting magic. Interesting, exciting, competitive magic today. Anybody in chat need an update on anybody they're rooting for? We can let you know.
Will did not.
No.
Will is turn 1 playing against a local. So wait and see how that one resolves. I believe it is quite a bad matchup for Boros Energy as well. So we'll wait and see. So Sylvan Safekeeper found.
Yeah, the Blood Moons do nothing when you're playing against someone who likes their red mana.
Actually, Blood Moon is quite good against that. Fair point. Well,
Is this the combo?
No.
No, we're not.
No, it's Sylvan Safekeeper, so... Nuno needs to keep some lands, though.
You know, is YOLO'd themselves into a one-lander
They
there.
have
They
an
have the-
Otawara and a Misty off the top there, so they can Vexing Bauble plus Shuka.
Yes.
You just play out the Shuko. Your opponent will never have permission. And we get to see the fun.
There's the well. I don't know what version Nuno's playing though. I don't know if Nuno's on like the.
It looks like standard.
It's on the endurance cycle, is it?
I think so.
Impressive, because to be honest, they've been away from modern, like not really playing, and here they are. Taking them for obviously 4-0. You are in, even if you lose round 5 because you have to play. But doing Nadu things.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about, chat? Do you want to talk about post ban? It's like,
what do you want to talk about? What do you want to shout out LA Knight?
Well, no, that's Cody Rhodes, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's it.
We are just the same person separated by 20 years.
I was going to go for 10, but it's probably closer to 20.
Oh, you're 41?
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Despite my dulcet tones, chat, I am only 28, despite having the voice of a haggard 40-year-old and sounding older than
Despite
you.
the fact that if you took our names and say which one's which, I'm sure we'd get misidentified.
Yeah. Alright, chat, let's find a game to play while Nuno tries to find out if he can combo off. What would you ban? Obviously, this travesty is going.
What would you ban in Modern? What would you ban in Pioneer? What would you
Legacy?
unban? Yeah, Legacy.
And any unbans in any of those. Will not entertain any conversations about standard bans because we've just had a bloody rotation. Innkeeper's Talent is fine. Learn to play a Terror Sunder.
Yeah, like play removal, right? Like I don't lose to that deck.
10 mana sorcery speed is unbeatable. It's literally Splinter Twin.
Or you just like play like aggro lizards and just win,
it's
right?
Good. Obviously, it's good because Innkeeper's Talent's a good card, like just by itself. Vraska Betrayal Sting's always been underplayed.
I feel like the people who are playing those shells need to protect the combo a bit better. Like they almost needs to be a bit about it, but. There's no win this turn, I guess. It's probably
maybe. Can you find a Spring Heart Nantuko?
Finding the Spring Heart wins, I guess, does it?
You kind of need 2 to guarantee it, but
yeah, that's crazy.
We'll see.
So,
thing is, at this point, Christian can't even Living End, like, because there's the combo in the graveyard as well, and it doesn't remove the Shuko. So I don't know what Christian is meant to be doing here, or the route to victory for Christian, even if Nuno lets him untap. So I think this is, to quote my man Delboy, epidemic.
I think
if anyone's not as old as me and Dave, that's an Only Fools and Horses reference.
A show that would be absolutely cancelled.
Oh.
In modern
in
modern vernacular.
That's probably why my dad likes it.
You just would not be able to tell the jokes that they used to tell in those shows.
Cabs is also old, certified.
Shout out Cabs. Love it.
Dave is officially bored of this Nadu match and has started leafing through his binder.
I'm sorting the prizes out, like whilst yes.
I'm afraid 2 of Mange 2 is spelt with a T, but good attempt, I believe. I'm Googling this now. There it is.
Manjitao.
If you Google Mange 2, the Google result is edible podded pea.
Hi Kepler, thanks for your follow. Appreciate everybody who's popping in. Again, this is the RCQ coverage from Firestone Games in Cardiff. I am All Emo Dave. I'm here with 11's MTG. We know him as Scott. We are here all day. We are in round 4. Believe it or not, these guys are playing on 3-0. Usually that's not the case, but weird outcomes in draws early in the day.
There was one draw earlier in the day, and apparently it's just blown everything in half.
So everyone's just playing, which means we've got a murderer's row of Pro Tourers who are sitting on 2 and 1, still in with a shout. So the winner of today is gonna have beaten a hell of a field. That's the only thing I can really sort of like say. And we've seen some great Magic today up until this point. It's been great. Well, I say we're watching the Nadu combo happen, right? So
I like the Foundation Breaker on the Shuko. Like it matters considering there's an Outrider Encore.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Turns out Blood Moon is quite good against that deck.
Cool. Chat update. Those I know
4 cabs.
4 cabs and probably half of you who come from Will's tweet. And Will has gone to 3 and 1. So Will is live for top 8. And may even take it by and come and have a chat. I don't know. We'll see.
What an idea, you mean?
Yeah. I think it's I think 3-1 and 1's okay. I just think 3-0-2 was not.
Who knows?
But why would it not be? No, it wouldn't be. It would.
I was going to say, how would 1 less point be okay?
No, I think you'll probably have to play. Yeah. Well, it might be now that these guys haven't.
4-0 is probably fine.
4-0 is fine.
Oh, we're going to have a 4-0 or a 3-0-1. Yeah.
So basically, chat, what we're doing today is the bottom 16 are all going to sleight of hand plus 4 other rares. The next 8 are going to get a sleight of hand, a supreme verdict, and 4 more rares. And yeah, it's quite weighted at the top. And if we hit that goal, so we are 3 followers away. In 3 followers, we will be doing a Magic Online code giveaway. So we just do Magic content here. So if you like Magic and you are here and you are not following, you are not activating the giveaway. So and it's 120 play points. If you've won before, you can also win again because it's an independent giveaway. And yeah, when we get there, we'll be giving another giveaway. But the more you follow, the more we add into the prize pool. So we're looking at a goal of 350 followers today for the stream, and we're looking at a goal for 400 subs on YouTube. So you can exclamation mark YouTube, go follow us over there, and you will be able to sort us out. The Supreme Verdict does not sell for megabucks. It doesn't, but can we talk a little bit about these shitty stores who are already giving away their Urza Sagas? And I'm not calling out any player because I know some really good players, other ones who have advertised and they've won them, but an F&M promo given out a week before store champs is just disgraceful, and we need to basically call the stores out for that.
I mean, the store's been doing shit for years, right?
I know, but we're supposed to be revitalizing standard, right? Yeah, exactly, Kaz. Like, you know, nothing against the players. Like, if I walked up to a store today and they said, "Oh yeah, you can play for this," I'd be like, "Sweet, thank you." But it's not really great for like our growth of our game. Yeah, you chase the dollar, right? Like, if someone's gonna pay $250 for an Urza Saga, which they're probably gonna, yeah, there's been selling for $250. I thought they'd be £100 card. $250.
Build a standard deck.
Yeah, build a standard deck. Go around all the store champs in South Wales or your local area, wherever you are, and smash it.
Standard decks are like 50 quid, bro. Just build one. Gott in Himmel.
Does Living End even come back from this? I actually don't think they do. I think we're I think we're in a position where Nuno is just going through the paces. I think Christian is letting the content drag out. Shout out Christian. we appreciate the gameplay. I think we'll get maybe I'll get Nuno in after this. I'll have a chat with him just to like say hi. You know, respect his position of 4-0. What's been the best playmat we've seen today?
The Dragonhaven.
True. How did we untap? What were we untapping? I wish we could rewind. I missed it. We all successfully sold out of Nadu, chat. Any of you stuck holding the bag on this deck? You need it gone. You need it gone. You need to get it to your legacy locals for half price.
All the lands untapped and creatures. There may have been a turn past, something like that. I think Christian's conceded anyway, so.
Yeah,